YouTube, I'm back. Sometimes I have like this spotty glare on my face, so you always see me kind of like moving around because I never know where it's gonna crop up. So I think we're good. Yay! I am so happy to be back. Actually, let me scooch over because that spot is there. I am back from vacation, which is awesome. I feel rested and refreshed, and vacation was fantastic, but I'm happy to be back on YouTube. Of course, I have a lot of work to do, so I'm here for it. In case we are new to seeing each other, my name is Becky. I am a full-time reseller on most of the major platforms, eBay, Poshmark being my two biggest, and then most of the other ones as well. And I'm also a consignment seller, which means that in addition to selling my own things, I also sell items for a number of other consignors, consignment clients, and that's what I'm working on tonight. So I'm going to minimize my screen here while still leaving it up and pull out my tracking spreadsheets, which if you've been here before, you know the drill. If it doesn't get tracked, it runs the risk of getting messy, and we don't want messy selling. So what I do is I take in items, and then I have to make sure I can keep track of everything for my consignors, or else I'm doing a poor job for everybody. So that's what I'm here for. It's just about 9:15 on Monday night, so it's a later evening. I went to my exercise class, so I'm full of energy. I went earlier and I've had some dinner, and I'm now having a cup of tea. Cheers. As it's later, I'm trying not to drink coffee because I'm trying to go to bed at a decent hour, but I still have so much to do from being away. So let's jump into it. I met up with this consignor before I left, and she has a ton of antiques and vintage items. This is, let's see if you guys can guess what it is. It is tagged RS Germany. We can see that. Yep. It is, if I'm not mistaken, dirty. Just kidding. It is a little bit dirty. I don't know how I'll be able to clean in there. It's for pins, like hat pins or like hair clips from the olden days. It's funny, when I have two kids, when my kids talk about the olden days, that can mean like anything from when I was a kid to way back when these were in vogue. Although I kind of think that this is more like from, I don't know, maybe the 50s, maybe a little bit earlier before that. I mean, when did hats and hat pins and hairpins and stuff go out of vogue, where you would need a little receptacle like that? But it is well made, and it's got a really pretty pattern. So we'll see what that might fetch. Hairpin, porcelain, holder, Germany, painted. Okay, I'm going to set this aside here so that it doesn't crash. And that was all she gave me. Actually, she gave me this other set of ankle bracelets that I need to just kind of polish up as well. So I have those set aside. But I already listed those because I was afraid I was going to lose them. Okay, so I am going to switch. And I met up with another one of my consignors. This was maybe like the week before last. And I had one last bin that she's a big crafter, so I'm selling for her some crafting paper, and it was just a big tub of paper she just kind of like, if you can get anything for this, great. And so I kind of put it as a low priority, but I didn't realize that there were some things in the box, including, wait for it. You guys are gonna laugh at me like, what is Becky selling now? Because, you know, it's just always on. Hold on, wait for it. It's a duck. What the duck? So this is a hand-painted, see if you can see some of this detail work here, duck decoy. He is handsome. I say it's a he because he has that look about him. However, I know that you can, in fact, tell the male and female ducks by their coloring. I'm not a duck expert. But what I do know is that this one has some damage to the tail, poor little boy, and some damage to the beak, poor fella. So the beak I think I can fix. The tail I don't think I can fix. So the tail, like there was like a nub of the tail in the bin, and she was like, yeah, it looks like this got damaged, and someone tried to glue it back on. It is signed, as most hand-carved duck decoys are. And this one says, Sherman Avilli, 1991. Let's see if I can zoom in. I don't know who this person is, but I will research it. And there's spots on the bottom. Oh, I wonder if, it looks like it could have been like some kind of mold spots. Was he hanging out down by the water? So in addition to fixing his little beak, I am going to need to just give that some, it's made out of wood. So I'm going to need to give it a little bit of treatment. It's dry, of course, but I'll just maybe some Kills or some spray on that. So that's him. Now these duck decoys, from what I understand, duck decoy, broken beak, broke beak mountain, and tail feather. Signed. What did I say his name was? 1991. His name is Sherman. Sherman. Thank you, Sherman. Sherman. What I understand about these duck decoys is that they can go for quite a bit of money. And so I'm excited and happy to have him. However, I don't know how much they go for damaged. He's beautiful, though. So I'll see what I can fix him up. And if nothing else, I'm hoping for like $50 in that condition. But we shall see. So, also, on this episode of What the Heck is Becky Selling, I have another oddity. And if you guys sell on eBay, you know that weird sells. And this is, in fact, weird. Okay. Here is, I'm going to call him Old Man River. Old Man River. Here he is. He's got a gun. He's got a fishing pole, but he ain't catching. And he's got a jug of moonshine or something. Look at him. So this is like a piece of wood. It seems to be carved. It's stamped John Chowda whatevers. It's like Endeavors, but whatevers. Huh. I can't quite make it up. 4242 Birds something Road something PA Irvingville. Anyway, I'll have to Google the whole thing. But you could tell, like, I mean, he is hand carved. Look at him. And he's, oh, look at his little toes. He's cute. So that's Old Man River. And I will, Old Man River's shedding his wood. That sounded bad. I will have to see what he can go for. Old weird cells. So hand carved wooden guy with fishing pole and gun and moonshine. Nothing like fishing, getting drunk, and sitting there barefoot on your log. He's going to go in the breakable section with my hat pin thing. Now, Old Man River's friend with the section of What the Heck is Becky Selling? His name is One-Eyed Willie. And you'll see why in a moment. These are my friends. This is why I resell, so I can have friends like Old Man River and One-Eyed Willie. He might have another eye. We just can't tell. And the eye that he does have is quite cross-eyed. Poor feller. And look at his hands in proportion to the rest of him. Oh, I thought he had a tail for a second. He has a rag in his pocket. What's in your pocket? It's my rag, my fishing pole, Oh, look, he's got like the little bobber. Oh my gosh, is this too cute or what? He's got a little fishing pole with his little hook. Let's see if he's signed. Oh yeah, he's signed. You know who he's signed by? Ed. It just says Ed. Hello, I'm Ed. And then whatever else that says. So this is my company. Old Man River and One-Eyed Willie. All right, Willie. I'm going to put you down. Oh, look at his, this guy is funnier the more you look at him. Look at his blown out toe and the knee on his pants. Well, you know, that kind of style pants, Willie, if you've ever seen my reselling videos, your style pants are really quite on trend. If you shop at American Eagle, you'll find many more like that. One-Eyed Willie. Wooden carved fisherman. Hobo. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you mind calling you hobo. So that's him and his friend. I'm just checking in this box because the other guy had a fishing pole, but no string. So no strings attached. All right. Next up is, I need to highlight this row. So next up is another what in the world is Becky selling now? Although this is slightly less bizarre. Okay, so this hello, is a storage bin. And it's just a run-of-the-mill storage bin. However, I have another one of these. So you see like the size-wise, I'm not measuring it, but I have another one of these in my closet right now. I'll put it down there. It needs to be a little bit cleaned. And the storage bin that I have, caddy drawer organizer. It's not really caddy, is it? Black with clear drawers. So the one that I currently have in my closet is actually like doing really well. I get like several likes on it a day, and I will show you. Hold please. I'll show you the listing that's in my Mercari closet. So it is taller, and blue. It has different configuration. And this one is listed for $42. It's probably going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt ski to ship in the sense that I need a bigger box. However, it should fit easily in the box, and it's not like highly breakable, so I'm not really worried about that. I'd have to maybe put some tape over the front of the drawer so that they don't slide out, like painter's tape, so that it's not going to leave a sticky residue. And bubble wrap, box it up, ship her out, and we are GTG. Oh, is my camera lagging? Hello. Am I okay? I think I have too many things open. Hold, please. All right, let's see if I can close some things down. Let me see. Okay, much better. Or at least it looks like it's better on my end. Is it not better on your end? Let's see. All right, so I'm going to bookmark some of these tabs, and I'm going to put it in a new folder titled 814. Good. That should solve that problem. Save. Now we'll get rid of this. Okay. So next up is my back to school haul. Now, if you guys remember some weeks ago, I was going through a haul for one of my consignors with boy clothes, and she gave me so many tubs, and I got to a tub that just had so many fall clothes, and I said, you know what? I'm going to wait until fall to list these clothes because we were in the middle of summer. And guess what it is, ladies and germs? It is time to start listing fall things. If you haven't started already, I recommend it. And I say that because I have historically sold lots of kid bundle sales. If you have any kids items around this time of year, usually people start buying the fall items, but they'll throw in a few summer shorts and things so that their kids have like new back to school items. And that's what I'm excited about jumping on. So These pants are Levi's 505 regulars. I don't know anything about Levi kid styles to know what sells, etc. But these have the waist cinchers, which any mama knows. I mean, if you saw, actually, I shouldn't have adjusted them. They were all the way cinched. So my consignor had skinny kids, I guess. But where'd they go? Let's see. They went to the Franklin Institute in Pennsylvania. Franklin Institute's in Philadelphia. Hold on. Ooh, I know her son, so it could be bugs. It could be frogs, but it's, guess what? Candy. Hershey Kiss wrappers. Come on, kids. Put away your trash. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Naughty, naughty boy. All right. A couple little papers in here. I was going to get them out before they go through the trash. Always check the pockets, right? You never know what you're going to find, especially with little boys. So I'm excited to be listing back to school stuff because I have so many kids items in my closet, and when they're available for like onesies and twosies, you can sell here and there, but when you can sell a bundle for a good price, it makes a big difference, obviously. I just sold, if we're looking at kids items, let's see, I'll show you some sales. Actually, most of my sales lately have been adult items. I sold this book for $10. Pugs, Frozen in the North. And I sold this baby Bowden, or mini Bowden, not baby, it's a sweater for $41. It's got little birds on it, if you could see. Let's see, I do a close-up. Birds. Oh, maybe I don't have a close-up of the pattern. Oh well, sorry about that 6-7-year-old top. So $41 sale on a kid's sweater. I will take it. I sold my child's old little play toy. That is not my kid, by the way. Like this little ball for $8. So hey, you know what? I'm recouping my investment on those. Other notable sales include, you guys will think this is funny. Oh, well, hold on before we get to that. Look at this Crazy Town vintage top. You guys know I love to sell vintage, and this top did not disappoint. It was embroidered. It was totally Barbiecore, but like if you look at all this stuff that's on here, these sunglasses were like raised. I thought I saw a feather. And there were gems on the sunshine, and these little seashells on the back, and glitter and sequins here. Can you see the sequins? Oh my gosh, this shirt, there it is, my little feather. This shirt had all the things and was so Crazy Town to me. It was by the Quacker Factory, which actually, I don't think this was super vintage, but that sold for $36. That I found, I think at the bins one day. Another item. So I'm going to show you this and I'm going to show it up in list. My microwave door, Frigidaire, sold for $97. So my microwave broke, and I think I might have told you guys this, but I parted it out. But then it got scary because 505 regular, dark wash, jeans, size 12, regular. Okay. Adjustable. So then it got scary because I was parting it out, and there were certain things that were like, you might breathe in toxic microbes or whatever it was. So I stopped that process. But what I did take was the door, which I just showed you, the turntable plate, the plate, and the turning, rotating little spinny, like the little thing that allows it to rotate. And my husband, I got all my packages ready to go before, actually, I think this was way before vacation. I don't know how far back I scroll. Yeah, it was way before that. But anyway, he was helping me carry things. He's like, what is so heavy in this package? And I was like, oh, that's our microwave door. He's like, oh my God, when you said you were going to sell it, he's like, I just laughed. I was like, yeah, sure you will. He's like, oh, how much did you sell it for? Like thinking I probably got a couple bucks. I was like, oh, $97. He's like, what? That like really contributed towards helping towards the cost of our new one, These are Lucky brand Cooper Slim size 6 boys jeans with adjustable waist. I don't know how much you think I'll fetch for Lucky kids jeans. Gap Kids extra small blue sweater. So my vacation was so nice. We went to a cabin in the woods, and it was just so nice and relaxing. And the girls got to fish and boat and hike. They played with newts and salamanders and oh my gosh, all the things. I did some of the same. I also got to relax. I had so much fun building campfires this year and just like chilling at the cabin. Green. Let's see what material this is. It looks like wool, but it's not. Okay. Gray horizontal stripe pullover sweater. Gap Kids gray green sweater. Ba-dum. This is Gymboree 5'6". Orange. How about if I spell it right? Orange, black, buffalo, checkered, plaid, flannel, all the things. We should place bets on how quickly that will sell because it's orange and black, which is like cute for fall, obviously, and pumpkin picking. And I feel like people always want those cute pics for the pumpkin patch. 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 Did I show you guys this? This sold for one of my consignors. $47, vintage golf bag. And the brand was Evergreen in nearly mint condition. And then it had like this little compartment on the bottom where you could put your shoes in. I sold a pair of Zara pants for $30. This top is a Gap Kids small G letter front, quarter button neck, polo rugby shirt, navy. Let's see, how many things can I cram in there? Red striped sleeve. This top has total Hogwarts vibes. White color. Doesn't it seem just like total academia? And it has an 86 on the back. Good that we checked. Oops. Letter front, 86 back. These are things like I want to get this listed sooner than later because that's like a total back to school. Like my preppy boy is starting preppy school. Gap Kids extra small 4-5. White, red, blue, button, front jacket. This is like a heavy polo. Did I say 4-5? I think I did say that. Yep. Plaid. Okay. what else sold? Did I show you guys that I sold this crazy color block bathing suit within the last 2 weeks? That sold for $98, which was a fun sale. Sold this dance costume for one of my consignors, $46. I sold this wicker basket for one of my consignors. She didn't even remember giving it to me when I told her I sold it. $24. I'll just highlight a few of the bigger ones. This is crew cut size 6'7". Look how little boy preppy this is with this roll collar. I have something very similar for one of my other consignors. I don't think it's crew cuts though. Look at these buttons. I don't know what the heck you call them, but they're like the quintessential. I feel like this is like a little mini professor. Crew cuts, J. Crew is like, they just are so cute. And this is perfect for back to school. So it's like a cardigan. I need to get this listed ASAP. So this was like, speaking of my vacation, this was like a kind of a crummy time to go away considering back to school sales. But I mean, is there ever a great time to put business on hold to go on vacation? But I kept thinking, okay, as soon as I get back, I'm going to like hit the ground running. And this is like the perfect kind of back to school shopping stuff for kids. Look, it's got little pockets, little preppy boy. Oh my goodness, so cute. Okay, pockets. I'm going to put all the tags in there, academia, etc., etc. Okay, but in front, got it. Okay, so this whole bin, I mean, it's a full tub that I took out. Remember, I was going through this tub in the summertime, and I look at like all these things are so back to school. So I am glad that I waited, and now I can get this listed at the perfect time. Okay, I'm looking through because some of these appear to be part of sets, and I don't want to de-set the sets. So this is Columbia, size small, red and black, full zip. Gotta check the pockets, right? Let's see if we're gonna find Hershey Kisses in this one. Nope, no Hershey Kisses, but this one has some. I'll show you. Boyfriend was like putting his finger through the pockets. What are you doing, child? What size did I say? Size small, which translates to a 8. 6, 8. I swear, I got LASIK eye surgery, and sometimes these little tiny things on the tags make me feel like I'm an old fart. Columbia, black, red, small, and it's a full zip, please, with pocket damage. So my whole process is that once a consignor gives things to me, I have to make sure that I get it itemized the right way and on my tracking spreadsheet the right way. And then I just launder it and do all the rest of the photography and all that stuff the same way that I would with anything. But once I have it on the spreadsheet, then when it sells, actually when I list it, I highlight the row in a certain color so that I can keep track of what I've listed and highlighted. And then when it sells, I also highlight it when it's sold. And then once the payment is processed, then I have a column that says, when I paid my consignor, how much I paid, etc. And there's all formulas along the way. Like each column is like, how much did it sell for? Final price, did they pay for shipping? How much was the shipping discount? So I put all along the way so you can see exactly what my percentage is, their percentage, small. So that it does all the calculations for me, but I then cross-reference it with the platform that it's sold on to make sure that the pricing ends up just right. 2 breast pocket front. I'm going to say that, well, I don't know, should I say this is a shacket? It's not quite as heavy as the other one. I'll just put plaid Yellow, navy blue button. Okay. It's like a flannel. Okay. So if you want to see other things that sold, for one of my other consignors, this Levi's jacket sold for $65. And what's cool about this jacket is that the collar and hood, so if you see him, we'll see, like if you see him, it's kind of like just like this little panel on the inside, and it's removable. So then it looks so different when you take it off, which I thought was kind of a unique detail. So another top for $12. So this pair of shoes for one of my consignors for $65. They are Michael Kors, I think. Hello. Yeah. Yes, Michael Kors. The Berkeley canvas zipper front shoe for $65. Just a little backtrack on some of what sold last week while I was away. Actually you know what? I mailed those out before I left. So that must have been the week before. Gosh, I feel so discombobulated. Did I share those sales with you guys already? I don't think I did. But you know what? I had a heck of a time. Was that the box I couldn't? Yeah, I couldn't find that box for some reason. Where did it end up being? I think it ended up, so my process with my inventory boxes is that, hold please, Gap, Kids, Black, 8 regular, chino, pants, adjustable, hook, closure. These are so like just traditional, basic, nondescript, black, classic pants that every little boy needs with school. So my process when what was I going to say? When I have something and I photograph it and I put it in its bin, and then when I sell it, my bins get empty, right? So then I will refill my bins. Like once there's like a hole and a spot to put stuff in, I will refill that. And so I set them aside then when I have a hole and stuff to put in. And that's what happened with that one. And I was just in my photography room and I wasn't looking there, which happens from time to time. I'm going to list 2 more things from this tub, and then I'm going to sign off because I want to finish some of my listings and I want to go to bed at a normal time. It's almost 10 o'clock. So Gap Kids, small, 6-7, blue, navy, fleece, flannel. See, look, can you guys believe I confuse fleece and flannel again? Button, front, top. I have so many of these shirts, they're going to become a dime a dozen. Oh my gosh. From this woman and my other consignor. And can I just share, this is crazy. Like how many little boys do I see running around town wearing button up like flannels? I don't think I see hardly any of them. I guess maybe I don't hang out in the right little preppy circles. Clearly I do if I'm meeting or having all these people in my contacts. But you know what? Most of my friends have girls. That's probably what it is. But do their little preppy friends have little boys with button-ups and whatever? I don't know. Another crew cut, size 6-7. Navy, green, plaid, button, front, top. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote. I still have a pile and a half. Oh no, I'm finding some short sleeve stuff in here. I'll have to get that on my tracker and then square that away. Oh, here's one more. This is a set. Remember I said I don't want to separate sets. This is Nike full zip hooded like little tracksuit. Size 6 medium. Okay. Now I'm done. Nike navy light blue full zip hoodie with pants set 6 medium. See, isn't it funny that 6 is a medium with this company and it's like a small with some of the other ones? Set. Okay, check the pockets. Check the pockets. Check the pockets, check the pockets, check the pockets. Niet. And Hershey Kisses. Niet. All right. Anything else that, oh, you guys have got to see this before I sign off. I'll show you this. I sold another set, another bundle that came to $29, was it? After a discount. It was this pair of black shorts and then white shorts, exact same brand and size. I sold this pair of sandals while I was away for, oh, you guys, did you see this on one of my hauls? Montego Bay for $38. What else? I sold that book I showed you. This top sold for $17. I don't think I showed that in a recent haul. That's Karen Scott, so it's just like a really basic brand. I don't mind with the basics. This top sold for $22, and it is a, let's see the brand. This, okay. I just clicked on something. Sorry, y'all. Brand is Spence Woman. Do you guys know Spence Woman? I don't. But there she is. What did I say? 22. And did that one have some gems? Yeah, there was kind of like some gem detail in it. Just like a totally basic top. And this sold for one of my consignors for $43. J. Crew wrap dress. Really pretty. I had so many people asking about that. What are the measurements? What are the measurements? What are the measurements? I'm like, it's a wrap dress. It's flexible sizing. And then this was a sale I kind of goofed a little bit, although I kept lowering the price because it wasn't really getting a lot of action. These are pants, shorts. I thought they were boys' shorts when I lowered the price. They're men's shorts. They sold for $12, and I should have sold them for more, but they were listed for forever, and I kept slowly lowering the price. So I'm sure that landed at an appropriate price. I just probably would have. I don't know. I get so stubborn about my pricing sometimes. That was fine. That was a fine sale, a totally fine sale. Anyway, so this is what I was going to show you guys. Hold, please. So this woman has been messaging me. I'm going to hide the name. I have these beautiful shoes for one of my consignors. They are Coach. And I consider them like a driving shoe, but they're like a loafer, right? And I listed them high because I didn't run comps. I was just like threw them up. I listed them for $92. Way high, right? And they should probably land somewhere around like high 60s, maybe 70. So I had them listed for $92, and she offered me $60 pretty much right after I listed them. So I knew my pricing was high, but in like the ballpark. So then I countered her back. Then I ran the comps, and then I countered her at $80. She countered back at her same initial offer, $60. Look at me back and forth. There's been so many back and forths with this person. I listed at $92. She offered $60. I countered $80. She countered $60. I countered $78. I went down $2. Look at me. She countered $60, her initial offer. So then I countered back at the same $78, and she declined that. And that was fine. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait and see what happens with this, right? So then at some point, a few days after that, I offered her $82 and $5.95. Oh, you know what? I offered a bunch of people, like any likes on that. I sent that blanket out, and she declined that. Then a few days go by. No, like 2 weeks go by. 3 weeks, maybe 2.5. Split the difference at 2.5. And I lowered the price to $82. So I went down $10. Now she goes back to her initial offer of $60. I countered at $76. So this was 3 days ago. She counted at $65. So now she's gone up $5. Okay, thanks, lady. Then I counted at $75. So I went down a whole $1. But anyway, I feel like this is like the pricing where the pricing should land us, right? She counted $65. So holding firm to her $5 increase. I counted 75. She counted 65. I counted 75. And just 2 minutes ago, she counted 65. She has countered me at 65, 4 times. So she's stubborn, but guess what? She doesn't know who she's dealing with. I'm stubborn too. I'm not being a hard ass about it. Like, I don't want to make a whole big stink about it, but I am selling it for my consignor and I want to make sure I get her a good return. So there's that. Anyway, for my friend, Old Man River, and my friend, One-Eyed Willie, I am the lunatic Becky who sells all sorts of weird stuff. And I'm happy to do so. And I'm signing off for the evening. So me and my friends, we wish you well. And I hope to see some of you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.